Hey, I'm Suzy, and welcome to 30 Minutes of Dance. Today's class is a ballet bar with deep stretch for posture. So, clear your space, have water nearby. Today I'll be using the ledge on the windowsill, but you might do this at the kitchen counter. Feel free to grab a chair. Anything that will help assist you as a ballet bar, maybe even a dance partner, grab a friend. And then I'm going to use this yoga mat to set myself up close to a wall later in the class. If you have a blanket or even you have a carpet, you could do this in the living room with a couch cushion or placing the legs over a chair. So a wall is helpful, but everything you need is within, and probably you can find everything you need in your house just to create a space where you can relax and feel supported. Let's be barefoot or maybe even wearing socks today or ballet shoes so that you can slide and glide your feet. And let's begin. So as we start, I'm going to place my hands on the ledge, and maybe even you might feel that you could lean into the wall behind you to bring the soles of the feet planted into the earth, and then the heels together. Then turn the feet in, and one at a time turn them out. Now this may feel better to do one at a time, yes? And get a sense that it's just not the feet moving, but the ankles, the knees, the hips really are initiating this movement. Turning in, turning out, one at a time. And if you're a righty, maybe try to lead with the left leg today. So we're do things slightly differently. And come back to the center. And then if you're leaning against the wall or a ledge, come off and plant the hands out wide. You could also do this with a chair in one hand and then feel that you're imagining the opposite side pressing down and getting some feedback up into the chest, the shoulders. Now turn the legs out, first position. Take a deep inhale. Feel how this, with the back to the bar, it helps you to open the chest up even more. Take a demi-plie. In and out, up and down. Sensing that you're in a functional first position. Yes, we don't want to turn it out any more than our knees will allow for, or your hips. So maybe even come in an inch or two, so it's more like a 45 degree, 15 and 45, as you are sensing the inner thighs tracking to the outer knees, and your knees are moving in the direction of your second and third toes. Good. Now, the next time you plie, pause, lift your right heel and lower. Lift your left heel, lower. So this pointing or fingertips pressing and kind of rolling through to the ball of the foot in plie, feeling the hips. Anchor yourself down through the arms. So we're always feeling this broadening through the upper body. Good. Plie and gather, squeeze, extend to lift. Now plie, ball of the right foot, flick. So you're gonna you're still in plie for the standing leg, so there's some stabilizing going on. And then plie, ball of the foot, and then flick. You're just gonna point the toes, and then moving back down and stand tall. Plie. Now your left heel lifts, peel and point, and place. Right, peel and point, and place. Now it feels so good to straighten the legs, doesn't it? Bring the hands in front so you're gathering. Still feel the support behind you, as if you could scoop your belly out and move your energy towards the back of the navel, and then the back of the navel moves up towards your shoulder blades. Scoop and lift. Good. Plie, arms reach out. Press down to your support. And then reach out, plie. Hands scoop and lift. Plie, reach out. Press down to straighten. Plie and gather. Just pull the circle down. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the gathering and that slight activation at your low belly and the glutes. One more. And release. Now, take the legs out, just kind of shake it off a little. Oh, it's very contained. And turning towards the bar now. I'm going to imagine my bar so I can still be with you, but feel free to kind of press down into your chair. And then first position, facing. Now you're going to plant the hands and then try to peel the heels, rise up, releve, and then slow-mo, you're going to thread back down, heels lower. Good, plie, so pressing into your support, lift the heels, releve, and then strong, tall thread reaches you back down, straight legs. Plie, roll through, lift up, pull to lower. All right, so strong legs, that's the key. Strong legs, strong glutes helping us to stand tall. Feeling active, like pulling up as you press down, this counterbalance. One more time. And lower. Excellent. Bring the feet back to parallel. Shake it out. Now, place your right hand on your support. We'll come back to parallel and then see if you can like open the feet like a book from the center, right? So kind of like unzip and then thread all the way up. So demi-plie, nice and easy. I'm gonna move into the upper back and the shoulders. So we've been working on a strong foundation in our plie. Now, scoop the left arm up and then follow the fingertips with your gaze. Take the arm maybe a little further behind you, and then you're going to carve back across. Inhale, open, scooping, presenting, exhale. Now, if this doesn't feel good in your shoulders to turn the hand, just keep the thumbs up, and you just sort of close and open. Yes. Dialing across, gentle plie. Good, back to the center. And then let's lift the arms up. Perhaps it's more of a diagonal for your shoulders. Go with your expression, yes, your movement pattern. Now from here, inhale, lift up. Imagine you have a dance partner at your rib cage here, like you might dip, and you're gonna lift the rib cage up, lift your sternum, your breastbone up toward the diagonal, your gaze, head still on the spine, but you're looking out in the distance on the diagonal, and that gentle upward carriage of the chest, the arm, your gaze, your breath. Exhale, release. Now just gonna drop, swing the arm all the way up and plie. All the way up. So I have this hand behind my back just to get a feel for imagining I have a partner, yes? And then you can follow the hand and take it slightly behind you. So big circle, shoulder opening with the stability of the plie. Yes, dancing here. Once more. Port de bras and plie, hands come to the center. Pause in the middle. Just notice the difference in your arms, in your shoulders, and the carriage across the chest, this épaulement, this sense of expansion and grace from the chest, from your heart. And let's try the other side. Soutenu, if you like. First position. Again, maybe come to parallel. Try to pull this up from the base and turn both legs out. Excellent. Demi-plie, and just scooping the arm in front, almost as if you're moving through water. Plie, follow the fingertips, and again, there's this delicate nature about the hands, light and easy. Perhaps you take your gaze slightly behind you. If it feels like too much, just go thumbs up forward and thumbs up open. Linking your breath. Yeah, and the movement, so it feels like a dance. All right, the ballet bar can feel very contained because we're laying a strong foundation. But we want to find the light quality to the upper body, the freedom across the ribs, the chest, so that we're lifting and standing so tall, so elegant. One more. Smiling even. Now from the center, you're gonna rise the arm all the way up. And again, if it feels better for you, honor your shoulders. Feel that you're lifting up from your core, from your rib cage. Inhale, the arm reaches up and slightly back, and your gaze, again, as if you had a partner, kind of helping you to rise up and lift up and out of the low back. All right, so helpful for countering any slumping, slouching, right, this sort of forward carriage that sometimes we feel, the rounding of the upper back. These simple movements, I say simple for the hard stuff, right? As you follow your hand with your gaze, give you that elegance, that uplifted feeling, and your posture affects your mood, yes? Let's take two more. If we're always kind of slumped or collapsed, yeah, it's a downer. If we are lifted and open, putting our heart out there, then this translates to more of an uplifted, joyful way of being in the world. Let's rise up and meet that energy. Scoop the hands around. You're holding this good feeling, and then test your balance if you need. Keep your hands there, and then take the arms all the way up and plie all the way up. Releve, plie. One more, and rest. Shake it off. Excellent. From here, that same sense of being held, like this corset-like contraction that we find in these demi-plies and kind of scooping and threading this long line of energy. We want to feel now that sense of carriage and lift through the chest as we move into Tendus. Let's actually take the right hand down, so we're starting left leg today. Parallel, rise up. Bend the knees, still parallel, arm comes up, so we're in the core, we're in the legs. And then take the arms out. Two more, you're gonna scoop, lift, parallel, it's very dramatic, yes. Now lower the heels, straighten the legs, turn it out, first position. Well done. Inhale, point, tendu, and the arm follows. So the tendency when the leg goes forward is to maybe round the spine. See if you can stay just as bright, just as shiny as you now take the leg and the arm out to the side. A la second. Now you're gonna scoop it and circle all the way around, rond de jambe there. Now plie through the center without collapsing. And tendu, circle the arm and the leg, plie through the middle. One more, tendu. Take it all the way around, and now we'll go reverse. So point back, this time reach forward. This is your moment right here. Long line, reach forward, palm down or thumbs up as it feels better to you. Shrug the shoulders down the back, and then look over, just the little tip of the head. Just gonna look over towards your left pinky, and then open up, look down at your left toes. Plie through the center, look over your left pinky, point and extend, and then circle, look at your left toes. Last one, you're gonna reach back. Right now you feel the standing leg, stabilize it all, and then point. First, plie, rise up with feeling, reach up, and then you can bourrée and turn, yes, to the other side. Yeah, with this music we have to. Plie, parallel. Now we're gonna rise up, arm reaches. Now squeeze the inner thighs together, sit back, and then rise up. Again, bend the knees, high on releve. One more, building the stamina in the legs. Excellent. Now, lower down, lift and engage. 2 feet, open up, first position. Excellent. In your first position, feel like you're pressing down through the support system. That helps us to feel the upward flight of the chest and this expansion. Now, inhale, you're gonna plie and tendu, right leg forward. Breathe in here. Scoop the leg around to the outside, arm follows, and then bring the hand forward. Scoop through and circle all the way around. There's this moment in the back space, right? Tendu. Bring it all the way around and reverse. So as you come into the back space, closing through first, reach, open, look, a little bit of a tip, right? So you're reaching, the arm and the leg in opposite directions, standing legs breathing, and then look and lean over, looking towards your right pinky finger. Excellent. And then from here, you're gonna bring it all the way around and look toward your toes. Good. Slide through first, pinky finger, little tilt, and bring it all the way around. Look at your toes. One more time. Thread through center. Building that stamina in the standing leg. And then look at your toes. Bring it back in. Plie, rise up. Releve and lift. And then take a moment to bourrée. And just, oh, you're floating. Float all the way over to where your mat is. Or if you need to transfer towards a wall or the edge of your couch, I'm gonna roll the mat out so that the short end is close to the wall, right up against the wall. So edge it. If you don't have a mat, you don't really need a mat for this. You just need a comfy place to land. And then we'll take our next few like release poses to open up the low back. As you come to the floor, you might use your chair to help you to come down through a lunge. I'm going to use the wall. And first, simply take a lengthening back, so it's like push wall, L shape, and feet are under the hips, parallel now, and just traction back. Let your hips pull back, your head and tail are in the same line, you're just launching the energy here, and you're opening up the shoulder girdle as you take a bend of the knees and perhaps straighten the legs any amount. But if you need, alternate right and left. Stay with a deep parallel bend. Pull the navel in, lift into the back of the rib cage. Try to align your head in between your upper arms, right? So ears in line with your upper arms. Good, take a deep breath. Excellent, and then coming back up, sort of press yourself. Be mindful of your hands. I'm at the wall. If you're at the chair, it may feel better to come even closer into the chair and just press down so that you can lift upward. Now I'm keeping my gaze up on the diagonal, not throwing the weight of the head back, but instead, again, feeling this gentle, loving, supportive lift. So use your chair to ground. Take one hand to your head, one hand to the chair, and then lift through the front of the hips. Let your head rest slightly in your hand and scratch the shoulder blades together. lift your chest up towards the sky. And then walk yourself back into that L shape, push wall, long spine. With the long spine, bend the knees, walk yourself back up. Now we'll take the right hand behind the head. Inhale, press down through the opposite arm. Keep rising. You can use the hand to lift. Imagine the opposite arm at the back of your rib cage, your chest and shoulders. You rise, looking up on the diagonal, heads on the spine, not throwing it back. Excellent. And then rest. Take your hands to the support. Bend your knees, traction back. Heads in line with the upper arms. Take the deepest breath of the day in and out. And then gently bring yourself back up. Now, the nice way to do this is at the wall, yes, with your hands, and you could do fists if that feels better, but it's not as challenging perhaps as a push-up when your hands are on the floor. You can offset some of the body weight, perhaps even taking your right leg forward, and then imagine that you're leaning in, you're gonna bend the elbows, leaning in, and then lifting the chest up. Straighten the legs, lean in, like you're moving furniture here, or push through the wall, and then pull the wall down and come back up. Back off one more time, elbows draw in, pull yourself up the wall, and then press back. Walk your feet back, hips width. One more reset here, L shape, pull the belly into alignment, head in line with the arms. And then long spine brings you forward. Step the opposite foot forward. Maybe shake off the hands if you need a little port de bras here to release the wrists. And then press your palms into the wall, into the chair. Shrug the shoulders, lean into it. Lift your chest up. And then release. Again, you're gonna take that slight push up and then pull yourself up the wall. So you're also getting a really nice stretch through the calves after all our plies. And then one more time, lean in, you're gonna pull your chest up, lift your chest, lift your gaze, and step back. That's it. Take a deep breath. Pull the navel in, and then long spine carries you back to standing. So we'll come down. Again, use your support to transition. We'll step back. You could do this without the hands on support, but I think it's helpful to use the wall, step back into your lunge. Good. Then from here, hands to the floor, shifting off all fours. I'm just gonna crawl so I'm more facing you. Hello. And then we're gonna scoot our tail as close to the wall as possible. This is the hardest thing we're gonna do today. And it's not that hard. It's just a little bit of finessing. And if you can, you're gonna snuggle up so that your tail and your feet are at the baseboard. Now, if you don't get that close, it's all gonna work out. We're simply putting the legs up the wall. So you wanna be in a position where you're taking care of yourself. The same hip that's down, thread that arm through the window of the other arm so you can put yourself into a nice easy side lying shape. From here, rolling up the wall. Now I'm just adjusting so that I'm in the center of my mat. From here, it might feel nice to simply extend the legs. Now we can counter and release and relieve from standing. This is a wonderful way to reset. It's a great way to relax before sleep. It helps to unwind. And if you have swelling in the ankles and the lower legs, if you have any injuries with the knees, elevating the legs can be so helpful. All right, we just get the lactic acid, right, moving in the other direction. We drain any pooled energy. And you might even massage and say thank you to the quads, to the knees here. So, option to stay with the legs extended straight up. This is also a beautiful release for your low back. And it's a safe way to align your posture. You could consider taking the arms to goalpost or cactus arms, right? 90-degree angles. And just that helps to open up the chest and plug the shoulders in. If that's too much, arms wherever feels good. It's allowed to feel good, yes. So option 2 is to come into this ballet position, right, in butterfly shape. So now we start to release the inner thighs, the outer hips, the low back opening up, and then the arms again could be out to the side, goalpost, perhaps even under your head. Notice how it feels. Keep breathing. Let gravity work with you. These poses can be really challenging when you're seated, right? To sit in a butterfly shape or bow in the butterfly shape. So when you do this at the wall, it keeps it very neutral. It keeps your low back safe. Option 3 is to extend the legs out to the side. Toes down, heels up. Now, again, this is one of those like seated, wide-legged forward folds that can be super challenging, but so good for you. But if you do it in this way, gravity does the work, and little by little, your legs might start to inch down the wall. You can split the difference and bend the knees. If anything feels sharp or challenging to breathe, then back off. Yeah. So see what you can work with. And maybe try them all on again. Legs straight, butterfly, wide out to the side. And take a few more long, slow, deep breaths. So the depth of the stretch is not about, the shape or how wide the legs are. It's the depth of your breath. How slow is your breathing? How deep can you breathe? How long can your exhalation be? And if the legs are wide, meet me in the butterfly shape. Gently take the legs straight up the wall and then take the arms overhead for a moment. This is the same shape that we were in when we were standing in the L shape or the push wall shape. But here we are finding that same spinal alignment, this postural extension, and with freedom we can take the arms overhead, no pressure in the wrist. And the legs are neutral. And building a sense of resilience, right? Those plies gave us the strength, and now this is giving us a downpour and a sense of vitality. Good, inhale. Sigh it out as you exhale, bend the knees. Oh, here's another plie. I like these better, yeah. And then roll to your side. Pause. And then press yourself back up, crawling. If you need, use your chair, use the wall. Slowly stepping forward into a lunge, testing your balance, and stepping the feet to the top. Hands to your hips, long spine, and then stand tall, all in one line. Good. Step into your space with the legs turned out. First position. See if you might turn in and turn out. a few times. So I come to first position, stepping out, right leg's gonna reach, tendu. Stepping through, reverence, take a curtsy. So hips crease back. We simply use the upper body, right? Long reach, other side. Thank you for joining me today, for taking the time to get centered and to extend, expand, and open yourself up to a new way of being in your body with grace. I'm Suzy. I look forward to seeing you soon and moving together. Have a beautiful day.